Good afternoon, welcome to Turbo Tortise Tech. If you're new here, my name is Reese 4Ps from KFC or Wiki Triple XL, and in today's review, I've got another monster Bluetooth speaker, and this one is everything that I hoped they would make. If you guys are new to me doing monster products, I did the S310 and S110 reviews, and I got a bit of a boomboxy kind of vibe that they were going for, and I thought that this might be the exact product that they would make, except they actually made it slightly better than I was expecting. Firstly, let's address the elephant in the room. While this is a really good product, I have to say the branding could be a little bit better, being called the Adventurer Force. I can't even say it with a straight face. It's Vodstad. I don't know who's naming your products, but fire them immediately, because they're doing absolutely no justice to how good of a product this actually is. So why am I gushing over this thing? Well, let me start off by telling you the price and then slotting in all the feature sets on top of that. This guy in front of me is 1,400 Rand, and that's not what some people would call cheap for a Bluetooth speaker, except for the fact that this has 2 bass reverb stations, and then the centerpiece is actually the tweeter cluster that has 2 on either side, and then there's further bass reverb through the middle. And it's loud. I mean, really, really loud. We can see on my new official audio meter that it's going over 90 decibels in our test. And then it's in the comfortable range, it's at 82. When you do max it out, it does get a little bit tinny. It's not quite as nice and bass rich, etc. And this, exactly like the S110 and S310, bass traps exceptionally well. If you take this sucker and put it in the corner of the room, it suddenly feels like there's a 10-inch subwoofer coming from the thing. But playback and music of any kind sounds absolutely fantastic. Audio quality is great. I'm not going to try and capture that with this microphone. It's just not going to work. But you can see with the new decibel meter that I've gotten that it is exceptionally loud, and that's a really good thing because of some of the parting pieces that this has. And that's where we get to the ports setup. So behind this flap over here, it needs to be this beefy because they're getting an IPX7 waterproof certification for this car. But behind here, there are a number of nice little ports. There's an SD card reader, so you can connect it directly into that. You don't actually need to use a Bluetooth setup. There is then a USB, which you can then auxiliary in from that, like a flash drive or something with MP3s on. It'll be able to read off of that. That's quite a nice one to have, I must say. Then there is an aux in as well, and they actually provide you with a little 3.5mm jack to jack to be able to use that. Next to that is the charging port. And we got to the end here, and this 6.5mm out of the end, and I thought, why would they do dual aux? Because they haven't. This is for a microphone. So if you wanted to use this as a PA system, you would be able to do just that. And with 90 odd decibels, that's like really loud. That's loud, much louder than like a car's engine running noise or something to that effect. So if it was in quite a loud environment, 90 decibels is like shouting at the top of the lungs. I tried it actually, my father and I were shouting at the thing when I first got it to test, and we peaked out at like mid to high 80s. This thing is extremely, extremely loud at 90 plus decibels. And the fact that it can now do that simultaneously is absolutely fantastic. The physical setup and quality is extremely good as well. I love the way that they finished the front and back of the speaker with this really nice embossed logo, and the polish and finish on this is spectacular. All of the screw-in points are great. The handle is really nicely executed as well. It's got proper screws in either side with this really nice monster across the top. Then the button setup is exactly the same as on the other speakers. You've got something to move between the different folders with the monster button and the secondary button, your power on off, and then your volume, which is also linked to your phone. I actually prefer that than having it device specific, because it can be a bit of a faff pushing the device up, putting your phone down. Just one volume for everything. And the weight is considerable, I have to say. Considerable in the good way. It gives you that quality kind of feeling, and then it doubles as a dumbbell. You know, in the days before the virus attacked we used to be able to go outside and enjoy these kinds of things. But if you're doing a lot of family bras and that sort of stuff, and you're too lazy to lug the home theater system out from its hiding in the lounge all the time, then this is absolutely perfect for that. It also has 18 hours worth of continuous playback time, which is considerable, so you can charge it up once and take it out for the entire day. I just really like Monster Audio. I think that these guys are on the right tempo as far as price versus performance goes. This one especially is incredibly hard to beat. I don't, give it 10 out of 10, or I kind of can find a fault or something that could be improved on a product. And in this instance, I really have absolutely no notes for Monster. I have nothing to say that could make this product better. They've ticked every box. They've crossed T's I didn't even know I needed crossed until they were already crossed. I just really like this thing, and I'm probably going to use it to blow my neighbors away. Anyway, that is all we have time for in this review. If you have enjoyed it, then please do hit us up with a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side. So much on them pockets, swolla, 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 swolla.